Hello, students. This lesson is about human and cultural geographic sites around the world. Today, we are going on a virtual field trip to visit three interesting places that are very different from each other. We'll travel around the world from Africa to see a giant mud castle, to the USA to see enormous faces carved on a mountain, and then we look at a bubblegum pink lake in Australia. Let's get started. This is the Great Mosque of Djenné, the biggest mud brick building in the whole world. It might look like a giant sand castle, but people actually worship here every day. It was finished in 1907, but it's been in this same spot for hundreds of years. Do you see those wooden beams sticking out of the sides? Those are called torans, and they aren't just decorations. Every year, the entire town climbs them during a big festival to add fresh mud to keep the mosque strong. Let's take a trip inside. Wow, we can see there are many hallways, and the roof is very amazing. Now we're off to North America. Look at these huge faces carved right into the mountain. This is Mount Rushmore in the United States. Let's take a closer look. The four faces belong to George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, who were all past presidents of the United States. Each face is about 60 feet tall, and even the noses are 20 feet long. Can you believe it took over 14 years and almost 400 workers to carve this masterpiece? Incredible, right? Now, let's travel to our last stop. Welcome to Hutt Lagoon, a lake that looks like someone poured pink paint into the water. So cool, so pretty. The color comes from tiny algae that produce a red pigment called beta carotene, which is the same thing that makes carrots orange. Now let's zoom closer. Depending on the sunlight, the lake can look bright pink, deep red, or even purple. Wow, look how beautiful it is. It's so colorful that sometimes people call it a real-life bubblegum lagoon. How about we take a trip into the actual lake? Whoa. Scientists even harvest the algae to make natural food coloring and vitamin A. Isn't nature amazing? We can see this is a huge lake. And that's the end of our trip. I hope you had fun. We saw a mud masterpiece in Mali, giant presidential faces in the United States, and a pink lake in Australia. Which of these places would you actually want to visit?